Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to go into their habitat and get some food and stuff for them. So it needs to go for a common ostrich, and it looks like these bowls are fine for them. Food and water bowls, and I want to put them as close to the perspex, but also close to their keeper's gate as well, so the keeper can go refill that quite easily for them. Those are both food bowls though. Oops. So I want a water bowl that's good for them. Ostrich. 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 Yes, that's a good one for them apparently. A little sort of tap thing. We'll pop that in their pen for them. So it's a very, very basic pen right now. They've got plenty of space though. They can run around. And I'm going to need to work on some habitat for them. I've got 10,000 to do it with, which is fine. And I would love to give them some friends too. So let's just start off by getting the ostriches out. So let's have a look. So we're in the animal storage. And I would like to move them into habitat 1. I would like to move you also into habitat 1. So the delivery has been scheduled. I don't know what staff we have at the moment, so it might be good to have a look at my zoo and have a look at my staff. At the moment I don't have any, so that's really good, right? So I could really do with hiring a keeper for habitat 1. Can I? Where would you go? Can I put you in the keeper thing? Is that your keeper hut? There we are. So we've got a keeper, and I think we also probably need to hire a hair keeper? No, a caretaker. A hair taker. I want a caretaker. And we also want to get some power to all of our facilities as well. Can't find an accessible staff centre. Really? Because that looks like a staff centre to me. Oh, it might be because the game isn't running. Because that should be easily accessible. It's clearly got a road to it and everything. I do want to put a substation in here though, just so everything's got power. So let's go and find that, shall we? Facilities. I need a power station, please. Utilities. Water treatment. And we've got a transformer. So if I pop the transformer in there, it will power most of the buildings around here. Which is fantastic. So if I go to the heat map for power now, we should hopefully be able to see what is and isn't powered. Looks like the enclosure is powered. Yes, that's very good. So hopefully I won't be getting too many error messages. It's good that it's giving me error messages about things like that and telling me what things I need to add. And I need a caretaker, I believe, otherwise we can't get the animals out of the boxes. So that's the next thing I'm going to want. So I want a caretaker. And I'm hoping they'll take the ostriches out of the boxes. So let's have a look and see if they do that. It looks like they're on their way to the work centre. Trade centre. And they have our first ostrich in the box there. Off they run. The keeper, I think, has gone in and filled the food and the water and everything. Hello, my little ostrichy friend. Oh, this looks like a good sized pen for them, actually. Especially once we get a few. So hopefully the next one's on its way. And then I can have a look into what conditions they need and what they need to do to be able to breed. So it's thirsty. It's going to go take a drink. Lovely. And it's pretty happy with the habitat and everything like that. But the enrichment is a little low. So it needs food and toy enrichment. And it would be good to get some extra friends for an interspecies bonus. So in enrichment, so if I go into enrichment, actually, it doesn't really tell me much about what it needs there. However, if I go to enrichment here, facilities, habitat even, enrichment items, and I can see what would really benefit from these particular enrichment items. So I need to look for one that says ostrich on it. Looks like a lot of these for monkeys and things like that. So let's have a look at like toy enrichment. Oh, we don't have much in the way of that. Okay. Food enrichment. I have like a million climbable things. Where's all the food and toys? I used to be in there, surely. Oh, I'm very confused by this. Oh, enrichment. No, enrichment items. Let's go to all. Just have a look and see if there were any balls or dig pits or anything like that. Bedding. Coolers. I don't know. Food and water. Feeding stations. Water stations. They all come up. Enrichment items. See, I don't understand that at all. Why we've got all these climbing things and none of their other, like, balls and things like that. Which is what ostriches would probably want. Social. They don't have enough space. Oh no, it is correct apparently. Animal has moderate social welfare issues. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that. If I put on some kind of filter or something that's not letting me see them? Or... The guests seem pretty happy though. They're all looking at the ostriches. And they're all going to get some food and stuff hopefully as well. I think Mazu's pretty nice, don't you? Yeah. But yeah, I'm not happy that I can't give them like anything. This is all stuff for like, it's all stuff for monkeys. Like, how am I supposed to do anything with this? Beds and shelters. We can have habitat bedding. Give them a nice large bed in there, couldn't we? Just behind the wall there. That might be nice for them. Maybe a small shelter. Tags on that. The ostriches like a small shelter? Probably. We'll stick one in maybe like right here. There we are. Right, so the next thing I need to do is pop down a donation doofer. So let's just do that so that we can have... I was worried about keeping them happy, but... I don't know what I've done there. I really don't. Because there was, like in the tutorial, there was definitely all these balls and little pumpkins and things they could have and all sorts of cool stuff. But anyway, donation thing. So that'll go into facilities, hopefully. And small animal exhibits, staff facilities, guest facilities. Viewing devices and speakers, conservation board. Where'd you keep the donation doofer? Ah, there we are. So where are they gathering the most? Around this site, seemingly at the moment. So why don't we pop a donation bin right here? Gift donation! And also one kinda by here. Wonderful. They are a bit hungry and thirsty, apparently. Okay, so their welfare is still terrible. The social... They don't have enough space here. They're crowded. Which is a shame. So this pen might need to be repurposed. We might have to make the ostriches a bigger pen. And we might need to repurpose it for something else. It's hungry as well. There is birdseed there, so that's really good. So the animal has moderate welfare issues, isn't too badly off. Enrichment would have really helped there. If I could get that to work, I don't know what I've done, as I say. I don't know if I need to make the toys out of construction, maybe. So architecture, lights, signs, props, centerpieces, art, shapes, and special effects. I don't think I can just make them because I don't have the core thing that makes it into an item, you know? Let me have a look under facilities. Unless there's maybe some particular member of staff that I might need, or a building I might need. Oh, I need vendors. Absolutely. I think I'm gonna need them for a chief beef. See, at the moment it's saying it's sorry, it's closed. And one there. Right, so that should help with the guests' happiness as well. I mean, the ostriches are in no immediate danger, but they aren't as happy as I would like them to be. Tilly, are you as happy as I'd like you to be? I think you are. Your tail's up in the air. Are you a tiger? You're going to be part of my game? Yeah. Mwah. Can I have my mouse back, please? Okay. I shall be right back. And I'm back. So we were just trying to work out how to get these poor ostriches a little bit of enrichment. We may need to move them to, as I say, another enclosure. Move all their stuff over and just make it a bigger enclosure for them. Maybe over this side. And then we could put something slightly smaller into this pen. But that's fine for now. Whew. Running up and down stairs. It makes you out of breath. So we're still trying to hire enough staff at the moment. I don't believe that our... oh, we're making a very small profit right now. We are making a very small profit from just the ostriches. That's very good. Okay, no work zone. Create a work zone. So let's just make that a work zone. Gulpy, Soda, and Chief Beef 2. It'd be good if they would try to at least sort of help each other in a couple of places. Okay, so... we could put the other vendor there as well. And assign you to work zone 1. Oh, so that's interesting. I'm not going to do work zones for now. Because their work zone would probably need to include some staff buildings, and it doesn't at the moment. And I would like it to, so there we go. How are you guys? They're a bit less thirsty now, which is great. They're not too nauseous. Clearly the animals aren't making too much of a mess. That's very good. So the next thing I want to do is to hire a vet. Staff room is on low demand. Okay, that's fine. Want a vet. And maybe a mechanic. I don't need lots of mechanics, so I might need one maybe. I'm not even sure about that. Money is going up for the first time in ages, which is good as well. We would like to get a vet as well, and they would work in the vet's office over here. So I'm going to go and have a quick look at the facilities and things and see if hiring more staff has allowed anything more, or like if maybe things can be made in the workshop. I haven't even looked at what the workshop does yet. Research center, for example. Scenery rating, efficiency, inefficient. View the research center. Researching the common ostrich. Okay. So it looks to me like I might need to research some of their enrichment options, and that's maybe why I had them before, but I don't have them now. Interesting. So I need to get a vet assigned to the... Right, I'm going to just hire one more vet then. Am I? Am I really? Are we making a loss now? Yes, we are. So I want maybe the vet that I've got already to be assigned to research. So I need to try and work out how to do that. So, Mr. Vet, I would like you, Lacey Gay, to go and work purely in the research office for now. Which is here. Yes. Okay, so work zone 1, I'm just going to put the vet in there. Lacey. Oh, we've already done that, I think. Yeah, Lacey Gay is in work zone 1. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that will mean the research is going on into the common ostrich. Let's see, fingers crossed. Oh, so we've got a load of diseases that we can do, and we can also research our ostriches. How do I assign a vet to that? Okay, she's researching ostriches now. Thanks, Lacey. And hopefully, the more we research them, the better stuff we can give them. Yay! Fantastic. However, I do think I need to spend some of my money on another exhibit where I can move the ostriches to, and it'll be a bit bigger. So, I want to maybe get... they don't seem massively unhappy with the size. Oh, so pretty! You're resting on your resting spot. So, Ndulu is unhappy with the space, but very happy with the social group. The enrichment, there is no interspecies bonus. Oh, it likes to be in with other species as well. That's pretty cool. So I might want to put that, have a mixed up, yeah. Have a mixed up pen somewhere of ostriches and zebras and goodness knows what else. Other things that maybe like interspecies, don't have an interspecies bonus, like being with other animals. Okay. So this is our next little task that we need to do then. So, to start with, as usual. Oh, we have made a small profit now. Nice. Good. I just wanted to try and keep the zoo in profit as much as possible, while doing as much research into keeping the animals happy as possible. So that's basically why we didn't have any enrichment toys, was because we had not researched them. At least I hope that's what it was. Let's get back to paths and make a nice big path. Queues? Because certain exhibits need queues? I don't even know. So we're going to make a really big ostrich pen. And then the ostriches... Oops, I need to move that away. And then the ostriches can go live there instead. Right click is usually deleting this, so we'll just go right click over there. Should get rid of it. So it's twice the size. But also I think what I probably need to do is just to make sure that the path is big enough down here as well. Now, I've messed that one up a bit. I think we need... Hopefully I should be able to just add to the path, but apparently not. Okay, so we're stuck with a bit of a weirdness there. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that and put that back in. There we are. That sorted it. Because I don't want to have a path that's too small in between them. Especially if there's like viewing areas. So we'll have... It doesn't matter around there too much. I might even double wide this up as well. Because it's going to be harder to sort that out later on. Okay, so what if I was an ostrich? I mean, we could still have the brick, I suppose. Brick and perspex, maybe. And then we're going to have a spare space for something else to go in. What kind of barrier do we want? The zoo's still in profit? No, the zoo's at a loss right now. But whatever I build here... Oh, that's probably because I've been building paths, though. That's fine. If it's just a loss because I've built a load of paths, I'm not too unhappy with that. Guest gate. Track airlock. Oh, that's probably like an airlock so that you can go into like a bit of a... Go into the pens in the train and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Semi-transparent. Chain link fence. Climbable. Not watertight. That might be alright for the ostriches though. They're not going to climb a fence. Maybe do a chain link fence for them then. See how that goes. Let's get up here so I can more easily line it up. So whatever length that was, it needs to be longer or shorter. I think it could do with being like maybe 16 or 18 long. 18 is too much. $17? Maybe? No. Used to be 16, I can tell. This is the worst. It's the worst on my hands as well. Trying to just like get that tiny little... Nyeh. There we are, 16. Right, okay. Let's try again. Oh, really? There's 15 then. We're better off almost going back here and then trying to... Right, okay. I'm sorry if there is like some super easy way to do that. I just haven't worked it out, and you're sitting there screaming at me while I'm trying to do that. I'm sorry, I don't know that off by heart with no tutorial. Okay, so my next question is, why is that blocked and obstructed? What's the point in that? All I did was draw a path around it, but no. Apparently that's not good enough. I swear. I don't really want to do that, but I'm gonna. Because it's just that annoying. To try and just make a square pen is that annoying. So we basically have a wonky end. We have a wonky end to our pen there. Like, really? Like, is it really that hard to make? This is why you almost want to do curved ones. I'm actually going to do that, I think. You almost just want to go back and just go, okay, I'm going to just make this curved. And whatever weird ass shape. Let me just go back to, where is it? Curved barrier top. No, I don't want that. I don't want an angle snap. I'm sure there was. Maybe not with the chain link then. Maybe there's other ones that curve and ones that don't curve. Yeah, there's some that do and some that don't, clearly. Could have a hedge. Have a curly whirly hedge. Go from like there to there. And curve it around. And go to there. Curve it around. And you know it's never gonna be the way I actually want it. Maybe I can select the whole thing and move it. Once I've made, say, like a thing like that, right? Because it's selectable. You can sort of drag that around. Oh. Oh, mama. You can drag the entire thing around. Okay, this is more like it. So I just make the basic shape I want. Select it. And then I can just go, wee, and I can just make it whatever I want then. Although that has messed it up a bit on this side. So, if I wanted to just select the entire thing, I'm just learning a lot here about fence and barrier making. Things that are going to make it a lot easier in the future, so I think I can drag that around as well. I think that was what she was teaching me in the tutorial. So I can drag that around, and then I can move the entire thing to be more central, for example. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, hang on. So I've got this lovely shape here, but it's all wrong, in the wrong place basically. So what I'm going to do is drag that all the way around, hit the move button, and just move it about until it's in a place where I want it. More over that side. Zoom it out a bit more. Do this. Yeah, there we are. That's more what I want, to sort of build something really good. Okay, so now I've got this lovely sort of hedge enclosure for them. And then what I can do is just take that, for example, just delete it out. And I can even edit the barrier. And I can just replace it with glass, I believe, like this. Make it perspex. And then I can go do the same with this one. See, that made it perspex. Just go make it perspex. Click on this one. So yeah, this is, I'm learning. It's a learning process and I am doing the learning. But how much easier was that? You just made the basic shape of what you wanted and then turned it into a lovely pen and moved it and centralized it. And then I can put decorations around the edge or something. Cool. Next thing I want, a box. Oh, I need a gate. I need a habitat gate. Let's forget about those. Might have to go into... Oh no, we can get it into the corner. Wonderful. Like it. Like it a lot. And then we're going to move our dudes. Now. Move you to Habitat 2. And I want to move you also to Habitat 2. Where you will have much, much more cool stuff. And I also want to move these over as well. So move all their stuff over and then they should be a little bit happier in that particular enclosure, I think. And move their little bed as well. Wonderful. So hopefully... Oh, their bedding is dry. I'm very glad about this. Let's have a look at what lighting we've got. Maybe there's some path lighting or something, because I'm a little bit unhappy with how that's looking at the moment. Well, let me see. Nothing in the actual path menu, but I wasn't expecting it to be. Maybe in construction we've got some lighting. Hanging lamp, hanging lamp, hanging lamp, street lamp, wall lamp. A wall lamp that doesn't appear to go on walls. It goes really nicely along paths. Again, I would love a bit more of a grid there. Just trying to eyeball this. And it doesn't go well when I try to eyeball it. But again, you could spend all day making it look pretty, putting lights everywhere. I mean, a basic Planet Zoo street lamp. Doesn't do an awful lot in the way of lighting, I don't feel. A little bit. Light up there, little bits there. What do you mean a dangerous animal has escaped? What? I think it ate the hedge. Let me have a quick look at this then. Amuses me greatly. I may need to edit these barriers then. So let's have a look at the hedge barrier that I unfortunately used. Let's give it a pause quickly. Okay, let's see. I should maybe have read about that rather than being, oh, look, that looks so pretty. Resistance grade 1, opaque, climbable, not watertight. Alright, let's edit these barriers into brick. And then what we may need to do is... Oh dear. Okay, well at least that was fairly easy to change. So yeah, then we may need to go and find that ostrich and capture him. Oh no, it wandered back into his pen, so I think we're good. Red brick from now on. I'm gonna pop another donation thing outside the ostrich's pen. It'll be around here somewhere. Donate! Donate! Donate to my zoo. Even though you can't see, there's barely any light here. Donate to my zoo. So this might be good for something like tortoises. This one, I think the ostriches are happier in this environment now. Yeah, they're so much happier with their social and their habitat and everything like that. It looks to me like their terrain is a little off though. So I'm just going to go and see what that problem is. So we have a little bit not enough short grass and too much long grass. Okay, we can fix that. And we have not enough soil. Okay. Let's go to terrain paint and just make sure that that's good for them. Because that's an easy thing to fix. It's super easy. Okay. Shorten your grass out a little bit. That good? Plenty of short grass there. And then some of this needs to turn into soil. They do need some long grass. So, correct amount of long grass. Correct amount of short grass. Needs a little more soil. Some light soil. Maybe around here. How's that? I don't like too much soil because it just makes it look scruffy in their pen. So they're good with that now. So that's their terrain all sorted out. Okay, so they don't have very good nutrition. The last meal was of a moderate quality. Well, well, well. Grade 1 bird pellets. Okay. Can I get them better food? Is that something we can research? How are we doing in the research centre? Apparently there's no vets working there again. Really? Lacey, you're meant to be working on these ostriches. Oh, they've researched level 1 ostrich. Nice. Lacey, work on level 2 ostrich. You need to keep an eye on that. I wonder if I can queue them up or something. So we might have some better stuff now. Let's have a little look. And we can definitely, we've got this whole pen ready for something. Let's have a look at the enrichment items that we've got now. Still no toy or food enrichment. That's very disappointing. Water trough large, water bowl small. A food tray, a large food trough. No, that's no good for them apparently. Small food trough. No. I don't think that's good for ostriches. There's also a food cage, which is good for a reticulated giraffe. I don't know why the giraffes are reticulated. But I don't know how to get them a better sort of food quality. or if there's anything selectable at all about that. So edit the name on it. No, not sure why their food isn't very good. That's one of the few things that I can't really do right now. Again, it might be something that I need to research still.